What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk. Here to do a little bit of a recap. I watched the Browns game. Shedeur uh, had an average game. He made a couple good throws. He made that one good touchdown pass to Harold Fannin. Um, got hit a little bit with the wind, with the elements. The wind was crazy. Took one. He had Jerry Jeudy wide open, and the wind took his ball. Then he had it was another long play. I forget who it was. And he let it go, and then the wind just took it and just beat it down, and it was about 3 yards short. So weather was playing tricks, and couldn't seem to get right. Final score of the game was 26-8, and like I said, he was okay. He was okay. Uh, 16 for 25, 149 yards passing, one touchdown, no interceptions. Took 3 sacks though. Took 3 sacks, but I mean, let's be real. That offensive line was hot garbage. Hot garbage. Took a couple shots to the face. The one sack, man, they came right up the middle, and there was nothing he could do and nowhere to go. So I don't understand why they have why most of his routes in situations should be quick outs or slants, so you can get somebody across the middle and possibly have them break a tackle. But they got them sitting, dropping, 10 yards deep, and he's sitting back there waiting for somebody to get open, and that offensive line cannot block for that long. So, but in any case, 26-8, 16 for 25, 149 yards, 93.6 QBR. Okay. Um, um, Kevin Stefanski came back in the post game, said he's going to be starting next week. So I will say this: at least they are giving him a legitimate shot. At least they're taking a good sample size to see what he can do. But everybody has been talking about the situation that happened on the sideline between him and Jerry Jeudy. Now, let me say this first, okay? Conversations like that are not uncommon, not at all, especially with the quarterback and what's going on, and players are frustrated. You got that famous back and forth between Peyton Manning and, and Jeff Saturday. So things like that happen all the time. However, Jerry Jeudy does not have a good track record in this regard. Jerry Jeudy is not the one that should be being very demonstrative in front of a rookie quarterback. And here's the part that kind of irks me. You never did that with Dylan Gabriel. Why you choose to do that to Shedeur? He trying to put his best foot forward, not worked out like you want to. You win some, you lose some, you got to go to the next play. That's what's good about football. If you screw up, you got another play coming where you can make it up, and everybody will forget about what you did wrong, or the play that you missed, or the tackle you missed, or the pass that you dropped, or whatever the situation is. You got another play coming. And Jerry Jeudy decides to get in Shedeur's face, and Shedeur kind of took it for a while and you know how it is. Let's be real. Some folks, man, when folks get in your face and get to doing like this and get to, and you like, hold on. And I thought it was interesting that Shedeur stood up, showed him the iPad, and was like, look, this is what we supposed to do. So that was interesting. Like, you see it playing here on the Twitter, and I was like, you see, he's showing it to him, and Jeudy was like, throw me the ball, and Shedeur was like, nah, man, get out of here, get out of here. So what? Let me say it like this: regardless of who was right or who was wrong, you don't do that on the sideline at that particular time in the game, not to a rookie quarterback. It's not like the kid is trying to show you up or anything like that. And I will say it again: Dylan Gabriel didn't look the best. You didn't go at him like that. Why's it got to be Shedeur? But let's just remember, okay? Let's not forget.
We'll move on
Jerry
when
Jeudy.
teams call me and asking, average wide receiver that they eventually will move on. And when teams call me and asking, should they trade for you? I will say no, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He can be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3. Go back into the studio. I'm done now. Thank you.
Brett?
Yeah. Y'all remember that from Steve Smith? Oh my God. That just wasn't a good look. And it was unnecessary. You got to choose your words wisely when you're on that sideline. And I keep saying this, and I don't understand why so many people, especially in the National Football League, y'all grew up in this era. Jerry Jeudy ain't that old. How old is Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy is not old. Jerry Jeudy's what, 26, 27? Jerry Jeudy's 26 years old, so he grew up in this era. You understand at the NFL level, there are hundreds of cameras and mics and hot mics on the sidelines. So anytime you try to get out of pocket, somebody's going to see it. Somebody's going to catch it. Now, mind you, Jerry Jeudy is not having a great year. And his best chance to put some stats down is with number 12 throwing the rock to him. So that's the guy you're supposed to encourage and lift up, not try to get in his face and tell him what he should be doing. I understand how those conversations go. He's supposed to listen to you because you the vet and you trying to, I understand how that hierarchy goes. But I'll say this, you dealing with a super one. You dealing with somebody whose dad was the best to ever do it. And he's trying to set his own precedent and is doing a decent job. And here you come. You don't bring that type of noise to anybody else on the team, but you got to bring it to Shedeur. You're not holding up your end of the bargain. Your stats aren't great. You've made mistakes. You fumbled the ball last week. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a good look, bro. Optics. It's all about the optics. And it's not looking good on you when you coming at your quarterback. You got to get on the same page. And there couldn't have been anything that was so egregious to cause you to come at somebody like that. You can have a disagreement. You can bring some things to light and say, hey man, this is what I saw. You can talk that through. There's a million other ways that you could go about that without trying to come at somebody's face and making it look like, you giving him the business. Just not a good look. And Jerry Jeudy, you do not have the best track record at all. You have no room to talk. You have no room to speak. You have no room to complain or criticize. So you got to be careful with that because that type of karma will come back and bite you square in the ass. Cameras are everywhere. And people got to understand that. They got to understand it. You saw the situation with Jawan Jennings and big man from the Browns. You heard? Did y'all hear this?
Because that's some, like, he says the hoe, and I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts. Because that's some, like, he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But, like, I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit, and I want that known. I see exactly why they punched your nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
There you have it. Talking greasy, I believe he has some disparaging things to say after somebody got injured. And that's a no-no. When you play in the league, I don't care how much you hate somebody. I don't care how much you despise another player. I've been through that where players get in your face and they always talking trash. You running over them and they always got something to say. Or they always trying to do something extra. But I don't care what the situation is. When somebody gets hurt, especially when somebody's getting carted off the field, let it go. Hands off on that one. You shouldn't have nothing to say. Dap them up and let them keep going. If they getting carted off, because it could very well be the end for that particular player. I say this all the time. Can you walk away from the game, or did the game spit you out? I've talked about that with other players. Me and Barrett Brook talked about that. Me and Irvin Fryer talked about that. It's very few players in this league that can actually walk away. Big Barrett was telling us about when his quad tore away in his leg, his final year of football. Can you walk away, or does the game spit you out? And when you got somebody that's actively playing right now, getting carted off the field, and you got something foul to say, again, and there's mics everywhere, there's cameras everywhere, so people can see it because you got the reaction that you had. So people got to be careful what they say. People got to be careful how they act, because it's all on tape. And folks going to see it. And the optics of it does not look good. Now, all of that, I don't know, I don't call it goodwill, but everybody was on your side after the dude punched you in the nuts. Now we see another side of the story, and everybody looking at you with the arched eyebrow. That's the way it goes sometimes. But decent game by Shedeur Sanders. He is going to start next week. Let's see what he can do then, and hopefully they can keep this train moving.